Gurukulians. How are you? I hope you all are fine and safe at your houses. And in the last lecture, the last video, we discussed about the first part of the chapter, that is our country, chapter 7 of EVS. And in that part, we discussed a lot about India, its diversity, and its different states and union territories. So today we are going to discuss in detail about one portion that I have told you earlier, which is the geographical regions of India. So there are different geographical regions of India. I told you some of them, which are like the first one is northern mountain region, the second one is northern plain region. Northern mountain region means the area where the mountain and hills are present. Yes, exactly. If you are thinking in your about it, that is the Himachal region, the Jammu and Kashmir region where the hilly area is. Secondly, the plainer area, the plainer region where like Haryana, Punjab, UP, this all is the northern plain region. And thereafter, the third one which I told you was Thar desert, the desert region which is located in Rajasthan. Thereafter, if you go down in the south region of India, then we have their southern plateaus, and apart from this southern plateau, at the bottom we have coastline, okay, which is surrounded by water bodies. So the last one was islands. We have two more islands also, which are Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about them in detail. So the very first one is northern mountain. The northern mountain region, it is extended from west to east. So from west to east in which area? Jammu and Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh. So it is extended from Jammu and Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh with a distance of 2500 kilometer in length, 2500 kilometer in length. I know it would be a bit difficult for you people to understand all these concepts. For this, I just want to brief you for this, that you firstly need to go through your Indian map. Firstly, just take an Indian map, okay, look into that. Just try to observe different states, the different regions. Okay, I am telling you some of the brief idea. Apart from them, I am adding the pictures also in the video. Even if after that you get some problems, you may like ask me on the WhatsApp group also, or you can take help of your parents also in this thing. So I am telling you about northern mountain region. So I am telling you that it is extended from Jammu Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh from west to east with a distance of around 2500 kilometers in length, and in width. In width it is 450 kilometers at the area of near the Jammu Kashmir to 150 kilometers in Arunachal Pradesh. That means when this area starts from Jammu Kashmir, there it has a width of 450 kilometers, and as it ends in the east region in the Arunachal Pradesh, there the width reduces to only 150 kilometers. So it varies from place to place. Okay. So now what are the consequences or what are the results of this, the northern mountain area? So I want to tell you that this region, it include Himalayas. It include Himalaya. You might have heard the name of Himalaya, the Great Himalaya, and Karakoram range, Karakoram mountains, and the northeast range. So these all ranges, these all hills and mountains, these are present in this northern mountain region. And how they are helping India? You know, these are helping as a barrier. These are acting as a physical barrier. Barrier means they are stopping. ये रुकावट है. They are stopping the chilly winds बहुत ठंडी हवाओं को they are stopping to enter inside the India. The very chilly winds coming from the upper region and they are the mountain region, they are stopping these chilly winds to enter inside the India, and thereby it is controlling the climate of India. You know that we have a different climatic region also, zones also, and we have different seasons also. So if the Himalaya or these ranges would not be there, so the India would have been so much chilly place to live and the lifestyle would be different. So the lifestyle means because of this particular mountain area, the lifestyle of the people living there, it is also different and depends upon this mountain region. Okay, and this was all about the northern mountain region. And second I am telling you about is northern plains. As you move down in the map, starting from the very first portion, the upper portion of Indian map is northern mountains. Thereafter, as you move further down, then you get the area where we are living. I am living here. So these are known as northern plainer area, and it includes states like Haryana, Punjab. Okay, it includes UP. So all this area is included under the northern plains, and this area is watered by number of rivers. So this area is watered by different and numerous rivers. The rivers like Ganga, Yamuna, Chenab, Ravi, Ghaggar, Satluj, etc. So all these rivers they give water to this area. That is why it is the most fertile land in the complete world. This northern plainer region is the most fertile land in the complete world. Okay, and this area is formed after several years, million years, and because of the sedimentation which was provided by the flowing river, because of that the area has become smooth and plain. Okay, now you got the things. So I have just told you about the second part, which is northern plainer region. Okay, now the third part we are moving on is, the third part was, do you remember? Yes, the Thar Desert, the Great Indian Desert, or Thar Desert. The Thar Desert is present in the west side of India, in the west region, and this Thar Desert contains the desert region, and this desert region is quite hot and it has very scanty vegetation and less rainfall. It receives very less rainfall, that is why the vegetation here is quite scanty or very few. So the resources are not very much there, and the people, they need to cope up with the climatic conditions there. But it is known as the Great Indian Desert, which is Thar Desert. Okay, it is present in the west of India. Now moving ahead, the next one is southern Next one is southern plateaus. As you look down in the map, the south portion, that is known as southern plateau, it contains southern plateau, and it is just like a triangular mass. It's a triangular mass which is divided into different regions, which are known as, these are known as central highlands, and the second is Deccan Plateau. Okay, in the figure you might be able to see the Deccan Plateau, and these are, because it's triangular, so this is surrounded by water bodies from the three different sides, 1, 2, 3. So these three different sides are surrounded by the water bodies, and which are the Bay of Bengal at one side and Arabian Sea and the Indian Ocean. Okay, so this area is surrounded by the water bodies. And thereafter, as you move further, you will get to know that it also has a coastline. Coastline means the area which is very near to the water body. So it is very near to the water body. And the next portion after this, southern plateau, I told you it is present in the south, and it is surrounded by Bay of Bengal, Bay of Bengal. The next was Arabian Sea, and the last one is Indian Ocean. Okay, so we have three here: the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and Indian Ocean. And after that, as you move further, we are discussing now about the coastline or the coastal region. So here I am writing coastal plains. Coastal plains and islands. Coastal plains means the planar area. Okay, as in north we also have the planar area, planar region. In south also we have this coastal plains which are near to coastline, and coastline is the area which is near to water bodies. Okay, so do you know India has the coastline of near about 7,500 kilometers. It has the coastline length is 7,500 kilometer, and the mainland, it includes the mainland and the island. Okay, the coastal plains, it can include the mainland and the islands. Okay, and the surrounding, I told you the coastline and the coastal areas and the coastal area, and the two more things are islands. I told you about two islands which are, do you remember, Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar. These two islands, these are of India. So this was all about the different geographical regions of India. Now I am telling you again in a bit brief. So I told you about the very first one was northern mountain region. The second one is northern plain region, Haryana, Punjab and UP. Okay, that as you move further, the southern plateau, and in the west we have the Thar desert. Okay, Thar desert, and at the bottom we have coastline and islands. And in the southern plateau, at the Deccan plateau, we have the mainland or the coastal planar area where the people live. So this was all about India and its geographical regions. In this chapter, I have described you about 2-3 main important points about India as far as its area is concerned, as far as its population is concerned, and its diversity, and it contains 29 states, 7 union territories, about its governments. That state is governed by state government, and one more government was central government, and all these run with the help of the Constitution of India. Okay, and thereafter I told you the geographical regions, and these all states, they differ from each other in their lifestyle, their culture, their festival, their people. So all in together, as you see that India is so much diverse, but still we live here with peace, love, harmony and affection. So that is why we prove, or we give an excellent example of unity in diversity. Okay, so that was all about this chapter, India. It is not difficult, don't take it as a difficult chapter, because map is included, states are included. It includes very basic information that will help you for this class also, in the higher classes also. Okay, so after completing this video, I will send you the PDF files of the chapter as well as the question answers of the chapter. If you have any concern, any query, you may ask me in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so I'll come again with another chapter later on. So for that, till that,